Good day, people. Today is April the 13th and 2020, and it's unprecedented day and unprecedented events in our life. I don't want to again get back to the news, the media, the social media, the science where they're trying this medication and that medication and people talking about different things and the lack of ventilators or hospitals and so forth. What I wanted to do is I wanted to focus on you. I want to focus on the individual. I am not an epidemiologist where we talk about hundreds of people and make plans for the community or the society. I am just one concerned physician of all of you, and I want to tailor the advice for you during this rough time. Social distancing certainly works as a group and as a community and as a world at large in delaying, not eliminating, not curing, but delaying and slowing the rate of spread of the virus. But that's not what I've been talking about. I'm going to be talking about how you can improve yourself and be in a better fit, God forbid, if you are faced or touched by this virus, to have your best immune defense. There are 5 things you can do and 5 things you can focus on and 5 things you can really support your immunity while you're at home in social isolation, and that is only you can do those. Number 1, good sleep. Again, number 1 is good sleep. It is well known and well documented in all the medical research that sleep and good sleep is essential for your well-being and for your immune system. So in order to have and define a good sleep, it's not how many hours. Certainly a minimum of 7 hours is essential, but try to sync yourself with nature. And the way you do that is try to sleep around 9 o'clock or so and try to wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning. This is your body is doing exactly a syncing movement with nature where your intrinsic hormonal balance is in absolute sync with nature. So this is called, in medicine, we call it the circadian rhythm. So you will sync your sleep with the circadian rhythm, and you will sync your sleep with nature, and that will give you a better immunity. The other thing that I wanted to focus on, number 2, is your immune system does not like sweets, does not like sugar. So if you're a diabetic, make sure you tighten up your blood sugar and make sure you follow a strict diet. But if you're not a diabetic, try to avoid sugary foods, sugary drinks, and so forth, because your immunity will function a whole lot better with less sugar. And your natural killer cells, when they are fasting, they perform better, and they also attack older cells and eliminate them, so it will give you the opportunity to have a fresh and up-to-date immune system. Third thing is your vitamin D. We are all coming out of the winter, coming out of a cloudy 2 seasons, which are the fall and the winter, and we are now coming to the spring. So all of us are to some extent deficient in vitamin D. So if you can take vitamin D to boost up your mood, your immunity, and it is well known that vitamin D support your immunity. So get some sun and get vitamin D if you can. Fourth issue that you need to know is your gut bacteria. 70%, again, 70% of your immune system is starting in your gut internal organ and the first line of defense. And when you have friendly bacteria in your intestines, they will do very well to your immune system and will support your immune system. So if you can take a probiotic, if you can drink cultured milk, cultured yogurt, kefir, kimchi, pickled cucumbers, sauerkraut, any other foods that are fermented. There is a Japanese also fermented soybean. So if you can eat any of those cultured foods, make sure you take them, because they will help rebuild your internal bacteria, and those are your friends, and those are your support of your immunity. Last but not least, Physical activity also improves your immunity. So if you're in social isolation at home, or you're in a place where you can get out and walk, do not surrender to the TV or to the news media or to the bad news or to the hodgepodge stuff that really does not make much difference for you. You need to take a difference for yourself. So if you can get out and walk, if you can get out and do some activity, and if not, if you are in your own place on isolation and you can do exercise or walk in place or do anything just to get up and not become stagnant, then that also will improve your immunity. So I really think that those 5 elements that are things that you can do for yourself, regardless of what they're showing on TV, what they're showing on Facebook, who's talking about who's blaming who, whether there is medicine and that medicine is not working or that vaccine is not working, and this hodgepodge does not make any difference for your own immunity. Take control of your own destiny, take control of your own immunity, and do those simple 5 things to improve yourself. With this, I love you. I love you all, humanity. Try to sit together if this is English not your main language, and translate it to others. 5 things: sleep, vitamin D, sugar, and probiotics, and exercise. Stay safe. I love you and thank you and wish you the best.